As we've been reporting today, Pinnacle shares shot up over 40% on the announcement that those attempted bribery charges against Executive Director Takalani Tshivhase have been dropped due to insufficient evidence.
Joining us now in studio is Ferreira. He's head of distribution at Pinnacle Holdings. Henry, thanks so much for your time this evening. So, sighing a huge breath of relief, I'm sure. Just how much stress has this entire controversy put the business under?
Well, as you can imagine, Alicia, reputational damage is something that no company can really afford. And I don't think one understands reputational damage or the impact that reputational damage can have until you experience it firsthand. We all go through those classes at business school, but when you're flailing away in real life, it's actually very different.
Mm-hmm. You talk about reputational damage. What sort of damage control has the company been doing since March when these charges were first announced?
Well, obviously we've been working on many fronts. We've been ensuring that our customers were retained and comfortable, and I'm happy to report that we didn't lose a single customer, as a consequence or as a fallout. We ensured that our primary and key agencies were all intact, and we kept a very transparent communication flow through to our customers, our primary vendors, our stakeholders, and really we just worked the system to ensure that there was transparent information flow end to end, to ensure that everyone was in the picture.
You say you haven't lost any clients. How much has this costed you, if anything? Have you done any number crunching? Those things are always difficult to quantify in numbers, but certainly we haven't lost we haven't lost a single agency or a single client. So the business is very robust.
Have you, do you think, lost new business though because of this? And I know there was a bit of concern when you came out with the trading update earlier this month, talking about your headline earnings per share for the year being 15% to 22% lower, and I think the automatic response from the market was, you've lost business. Have you lost business?
Well, I can't really comment. As you know, we're in our closed period, so I really can't talk around the numbers, other than what you saw in that 8th of August update. But certainly if you look at that 8th of August update, you will see that our revenues grew. If you look at some of the reasons for a decline in headline earnings per share, as you know, we're in the business of distribution, and one of the things you don't want to encounter in distribution is to be stuck with aging stock. So we are very proactive and very decisive in terms of looking at our stocks at all times and ensuring that stock is fresh and wanted by the market. So as per that note, you saw we took a once-off charge to ensure that there was a free flow and a movement of some of the aging stock, and certainly we did that very decisively and in the interests of the business, and certainly in the interests of the ongoing business, and of course the margins in this part of the market, we're almost sailing through a perfect storm. We have an economy that's depressed. We have a worldwide IT market that is really sluggish. We have increased competition. We have disruptive technologies, and that all kind of comes together to depress margins. So margins certainly are under pressure.
In the interest of ongoing business, Henry, of course it goes beyond paying lip service and doing reputational management as well. Has this heightened scrutiny on your corporate governance structures at all? To what extent have you had to intensify those mechanisms or get a firmer handle on things?
Alicia, we've been going for 21 years, and we've always prided ourselves on subscribing to the highest levels of ethical behavior and corporate governance. And in the entire 21 years that we've been in existence, this is the first ever incident of any such kind that we've ever had. If you go onto our website and have a look at the practices and policies that we have in place, you will see that they are of the absolute highest level. Every single employee who joins the company goes through an induction course where they are not just trained on the workings and the operations of the company, but they're also taken through our code of ethics, our business practices, Many of our agencies are US based, so they're taken through the realities and application of the Foreign Corrupt Practices Act, and they have to sign their name to all of these policies, indicating that not only did they go through the process and understand it, but they will adhere to it. We've got an ethics line in place that is anonymous, where any untoward practices or activities can be reported anonymously. We've got internal audit. We are an extremely well-governed...
Hasn't rattled any nerves in terms of you possibly having any weak spots?
No. Absolutely not.
Do you also cover things like insider trading in those courses? Because there is a separate probe at the same time by the FSB as an ongoing probe looking at insider trading due to shares that were sold by Mr. Tshivhase as well as another director and your CEO immediately following that arrest.
Yes, we do. And in fact, every quarter, all of the directors go through an updated training on the duties of a director. In fact, I think the previous one was about a month ago.
So would you expect to be cleared of that investigation as well?
I can't speculate. You know, the JSE is conducting the investigation. They will publish their findings, and we will publish the outcome on SENS. So for me to speculate would be wrong.
How much harder do you see it being a harnessing business down the line on the back of this?
Lisa, business is always hard. So it's never a walk in the park, and kind of as business or as competition intensifies and as markets become more competitive, of course it becomes harder. Each rand of business has to be earned with a little more sweat and blood. But certainly in terms of our customers, of some of the additional businesses or business units that we've structured within the business. I believe we've done the right things. Our business is robust. Our customers have supported us all the way. We've received tremendous support from our customers over this fairly trying period. We've got many letters of support from those self-same customers. So, will business be any tougher than it has been? No. I think we've got a world-class executive team in place. It's robust. It's in place. It's operating better than the Springbok scrum, I can point out. And we really are pulling and pushing together. Perhaps we should be doing scrumming lessons for the box as well.
Henry, I'm afraid we have to leave it there, but I'm sure we'll be chatting to you shortly because your results are due out early next month.
5th of September.
Okay,
We'll see
we
you
look forward
then.
to that.
Thank you.
Let's leave it there. Henry Ferreira is Head of Distribution at Pinnacle Holdings.